Okay, guys. So cold. This park holds all the possible memories that you can have in Dnipro. Hey guys, good morning. I'm pretty sure that the music here is quite loud, but that's why I will try to speak also a bit louder. It is Tuesday morning. Right now it is 9:33 and I am already waiting for my plane to go home, to go to Ukraine, because I have my holidays for actually 2 weeks. And I will be able to be in Ukraine with my family only like for 6 full days, I would say. And the reason is quite simple. Because of our terrible labor country, I cannot directly fly to Ukraine. I can only fly to another country and then take a train and go to my city in Ukraine because of war. So one way to go to my hometown will take me like 3 days. In August, I will have to change my visa type. And during the process of changing visa type, I cannot leave the country, I cannot leave Korea, so it's better to be in Korea, just not to have any other problems later. And that's why I'm going to Ukraine now. So yeah, today we are taking a plane, and usually if you want to go to Ukraine, depending on the city that you want to go to, you would either go by plane first to either Hungary or Poland. And I chose Poland because from one city in Poland, small city near the border with Ukraine, there's a direct train to my city. So I decided that it will be better because honestly to cross the borders is really difficult, and if you're taking like a car or a bus, it can take hours, like sometimes half a day. So I decided to play it a bit safer and just take a train, because trains usually have less problems crossing the border, it's a bit easier. But also I have to tell you that this video is gonna be honest. I will be showing you the reality in Ukraine. I will be telling you things that I think, my personal opinions and also facts. And I'm also honestly gonna tell you that I was really doubting whether I should take a train or a bus to go to my city, because lately there have been attacks specifically on passenger trains, attacks by drones. So I was kind of scared, because these drones, they can literally fly in a train and then the whole like wagon, the whole cabin is like destroyed, and of course people can die. And that's why I was truly doubting what I should do, because I thought maybe bus can be a bit safer because it's going somewhere on the road, it's not like a huge big train. But then I decided that the train will be much comfier and I want to risk it, and I just want to choose the train. So that's how I ended up choosing a train, and I will show you how Ukrainian trains look inside. Today we are just flying to Warsaw. If I'm not mistaken, it's a 12-hour flight. A lot, truly a lot. And in my life I have only once done kind of like long flight. When I came to Korea for the first time, that was my also first time taking a flight which lasted more than 2 hours. So I'm not really ready to do it again because I'm a bit scared of jet lag and other stuff, but hopefully it will be fine. I feel like most of my luggage this time is just presents for everyone. Even now I just remembered that I didn't buy some presents for some people, and I was running around the airport to find like some traditional kind of shop to buy some presents. So that's crazy, like actually half of my suitcase, if not more, is presents. So hopefully when I will be going from Ukraine to Korea, I will also buy a lot of Ukrainian sweets and maybe some clothes. And definitely I want to look at some shoes and buy some shoes, because in Korea for me it is such a struggle to buy and find shoes of my size. In 1 hour my boarding starts, so I'll be going to the gate soon. See you there. So everything went really smooth. Like last time when I was leaving from Incheon airport, it was when we had a Japan trip, videos of which I do recommend you to watch. But yeah, that was Lunar New Year time, and almost everyone got like a day off, a few days off actually, kind of like a week of days off. People had holidays and everyone wanted to travel somewhere, and a lot of people went to Tokyo on that day. It was the first day, like the beginning of holidays, and I also went to the airport, so that was really complicated. Like I had to wait for the second bus because the first one was just full, all the seats were taken. Then at the airport the line was incredibly long, but today everything went so smoothly and so quickly. I have 20 more minutes before my boarding starts. Guys, I just checked into my apartment in Warsaw. I haven't even like washed my face, but I have to show you this immediately before I actually forget to show you. This apartment is like 10 minutes from the central train station where I'm gonna take a train from tomorrow. And just look at this. So this is the entry. Like this whole staircase up to the ceiling is my entry. After living in the smallest possible apartment in Seoul, I'm shocked. Then from this hallway we can see the kitchen. The kitchen is really big. Here is the bathroom, which has a bathtub, which Korean apartments don't usually have, and then the bedroom. What is this dreamy bedroom? Just look at the view from the window. Oh my god, oh my god. And the birds are actually singing here. Extremely full after that dinner because the portion was actually huge. And now I'm walking in the kind of like downtown area, but also I want to go to the old town area and see how it looks like. And since it will take like 30 minutes to go there, I think that's all that I will do for today.
Even if you might not notice, falling over backwards on the water, and I keep running backwards, stuck in replay. I got enough that habits to last for.
I got on the train at 7:08 and now it is 12. I have still like kind of 20 minutes until my station, I think, or maybe just 15, and I will come to the city called, I'm not sure how it's called in Polish correctly, but if I have to say it kind of like with Ukrainian pronunciation, I would say Przemysl maybe in Polish, and there I will have 6-hour layover, which I'm not really happy about, but that's fine because the trains of course don't come every hour, so I try to arrange it in a way that it will take the least time for me to wait. And I think I will try to leave my suitcase at the storage and then just go explore the town a little bit, go eat for sure, and then I'll be just waiting for my train. I have absolutely zero jet lag in my opinion. Maybe my head hurts a bit dizzy, but it's just because I'm tired. I got off at the wrong station, the station before my station, but it's in the same city. So now I have to walk for additional 20 minutes. Hello, after 20 minutes of walking with a suitcase and not understanding how to find my way, I realized that the entrance to the station was kind of like I don't know how you say it, like underground walk. And of course there are no elevators obviously, and of course I had to carry that suitcase over all the stairs. My suitcase I think is like 25 kilos plus my backpack. That's crazy. I don't want to do it again. I found this bistro, which looks really cute, really nice place. You can have a full lunch here. I'll show you what I took. They also have different salads and a lot of desserts. I think since I have this much time, oh, by the way, I also dropped my baggage off at like storage place. So this is kind of like the best thing ever. Fresh potatoes, just some cabbage and meat. I'm in heaven.
Silly little head rocking, your silly little head. Can you even hear me through that haze? I wonder if it crossed your mind. I crave that. I don't wanna be.
As you can see, I'm trying to take it really slowly because again I have so much time, so I just want to walk around. But now I'm looking at the entrance to the, I guess, main castle of the city that I wanted to see. And for some reason it looks closed. Or maybe there is some construction. So I don't really think I can go up. Or maybe I can. I have no idea if I can walk in, but let's just walk around. Okay guys, so first of all, I kind of like it here. Like the atmosphere is just so quiet and peaceful. I think that's something that I really miss in Korea, because especially living in Seoul, life there is so quick. Like everyone is always hurrying somewhere, running somewhere, doing something. Something is happening all the time. If you want to attend some interesting events in Seoul, there is just always something. You don't even have time to research everything that's going on in the city. But here, not much is going on, you know? It's just quiet. And sometimes it feels so good to be just somewhere where it's quiet. And yeah, it's just like nice, you know? Just nice. Reading a book somewhere in the middle of the city, just enjoying the weather. The weather is perfect actually for just like sitting down like this. 3 more hours to go before I will go to the train station.
And I know that you're sorry, but it's no mistake that you are caught up in your silly little head.
You've been coming home to.
Good morning. We are in Ukraine and this is the morning in the train. I have to say that when you sleep in this kind of luxury wagon, it's so different from when you sleep like with 4 people even, because here you don't have any neighbors above you, below you, and most probably the person that you're going with didn't wake up when you're also sleeping. So you can kind of, especially if you get a good person, you can kind of like manage your waking up time, and you just get enough sleep, you can talk, and it's just nice, you know? Just comfy. So we woke up today at 10:30, and I think I slept through the whole night almost because I was really tired. So yeah, and we still have maybe like 3 hours on the train because I think we're a bit late. Maybe we just waited too much at the border, but that's okay. Everything is going well. I hope not to jinx. And yeah, look at the view. This is actually a really beautiful view. Everything is so green. I love to be in Ukraine, and really, I wish if there was no war. I think Ukraine would be my dream country in future. I can quickly show you, by the way, the wagon. So that's how it looks like. So here is the bed. We also have a mirror. Here is our table where we can eat. And here is the view. Actually, basically that's all. There's not much of other stuff to show, but it's definitely nice and expensive. But if you want to have all the comfort of this wagon, then definitely choose this place.
You've been coming home to a cold house. I've been waking up alone. We keep picking fights and we lash out, but I just wanna let it go and stay with you. I will always stay with you.
We are already in the forest. You might ask me why. These are just a few hours of me being in my hometown, but my mom told that she wants to go to the forest to do some mushroom hunting because it's one of her, actually, I feel like, most favorite things to do. And I'm not really tired, so I decided to join. She really loves nature. She loves everything connected to like gardening and stuff, and she really loves going mushroom hunting. So we dressed up for the forest. I just found something that I had in my wardrobe from past. This is basically my dad's cap, so it's a fusion of everything. I will show you my full outfit a bit later. But now, yeah, we are walking and enjoying this forest and nature. And this forest is where I would always go as a child. It's quite big, I'd say. And it's just forest, it's not a park. So basically, it's quite wild here, but it's also so beautiful. And just a few minutes ago happened something which surprised me a lot. We saw a deer, like actual deer, and my mom told us it's been like forever since she saw a deer here. Also, I have to tell that during the train ride, everything was smooth and fine. My kind of like roommate was really nice, and we did have a lot of really cool conversations. We also followed each other on Instagram, so who knows, maybe we will meet in future again. And the way back home was really smooth too, I'd say. But I promised you that I will be sharing like actual reality too, because this video is not just a lifestyle vlog, but it's reality vlog in Ukraine too. And I have to say that on our way to this forest, we heard an explosion in the city, and then there were a lot of like social media channels and some apps where you can check the safety situation. And it was said that yes, it was an explosion in Dnipro. And when I was also entering Dnipro region on the train, the air alert started, but the actual explosion in the city happened just like 30 minutes ago. So yeah, that's the reality. And I will be sharing like every such thing because I really want you to understand, to know what's going on, you know. So yeah, and that's how two realities coexist in Ukraine right now, when war actually reminds about itself, but also people just live like we do now. Just take a walk, go mushroom hunting. Yeah. So let's go and see if we can find something.
You've been working hard, so have I, and we've had hardly any time. But you're the only person I wanna stand by in this messy life. Just for now, turn the TV down and remember how this love thing works. Take my hand, with you I'll stand for good and bad, and that's for sure. That's for sure. We'll talk until the evening's quiet, reminiscing memories of ice cream dates and road trips, getting lost in big cities. Makes me wanna stay with you. Can I always stay with you? Just for now, turn the TV down and remember how this love thing works. Take my hand, with you I'll stand for good or bad, and that's for sure. That's for sure. That's for sure.
Guys, I have to tell you that it's not easy to go somewhere with my mom. Shopping with my mom feels really difficult because neither her nor me, we don't like shopping at all, to be honest, especially offline, going somewhere and trying things out. But yeah, we survived and we did find what we wanted. And by the way, this kind of vest, I ordered it I think a few days ago. It's also from a Ukrainian kind of brand producer. It's really cute, look at it. Has some Ukrainian vibe to it. I really liked it. I wanted it in blue, but they only had it in black and white, I think. Yeah, otherwise we completed all our plans for today, and now we're gonna eat sushi again. I did have sushi yesterday home, but to be honest, they were not good. I actually wanted to go to another place which has kind of baked sushi, which I absolutely used to love. They are really, really delicious, but when we came there, it was closed. And I asked my friend what happened. She told that it closed this March, I think. I'm not sure why, but I was so sad because they have the best sushi ever. So yeah, we ended up here, and it's okay. It's okay, we will still have some sushi. So cold. I totally forgot to film anything from the cafe, but I have to tell you that the cafe was really cute and nice. We had a really lovely meeting with my professors, and I'm so happy that we managed to meet. And now I'm going to meet my friends. One of them is already waiting for me, but the weather became so much colder than it was before that I decided to not even take out my camera but just film with the phone. And I hope you can hear me, but yeah, let's run. Actually, the cafe is really, I guess, not far. I forgot where it was, but I think it's here. So we came to this beautiful, beautiful cafe. I remember kind of a year ago it just opened and it looked really promising. Me and my friend, we came here just before I left and they have really delicious menu of desserts, a lot of baked things, but the problem is that today almost everything is sold out, and kind of like my favorite things that I really wanted to try, they are already sold out, so I can't try them, unfortunately. But I ordered this Caesar. Do you say Caesar? I totally forgot, but I think it's Caesar salad. It looks really good. I think it will be really delicious. We met with some of my friends and we are waiting for one more friend, and I think we'll have a really good evening. I'm happy to finally go to some cafes in Dnipro because honestly, they are no worse than Korean cafes. In a way, I can't say really better, but definitely not worse. So let's enjoy it and let's enjoy the conversation. Also, I want to say that surprisingly for me in Ukraine, it's so cold. Like I was running here and it was so cold, it was raining, it was so windy. I think right now it is much sunnier and much warmer, but when I was going here, it was crazy. Anyways, the city, especially this part of the city, I think is kind of like heart of life lately because it has a lot of cafes, a lot of restaurants, actually quite a lot of places for kids to play at, and it has one of the best parks of Dnipro, which I might show you today, but I'm not sure because I don't know if you will walk there. It's called Park Shevchenko, and I think I've shown that park in the video, in my one of the first videos of this channel. But yeah, probably I will show it to you because I really wanted to take a few pictures on the bridge over Dnipro River, but we'll see. I feel like this park and this specific place in this park holds all the possible memories that you can have in Dnipro. For example, for me, every single time I come to this platform, I remember being high schooler and we filmed our graduation dance. Like in Ukraine, we have graduation dance at the end of studying at school, and we filmed it here. And like every single memory, almost walking with friends and exploring the city kind of leads to this place. So yeah, it's really special for me. And it's really special for Nastya too.
Hello, 안녕하세요.
And yeah, I think it's kind of like heart of the city in a way. So yeah, really, really nice. Definitely recommend coming here if you ever visit Dnipro. Don't expect too much, but it's still nice. And here we have kind of like an island. You can even see a small like waterfall there, and here is a bridge that leads to this island. On the island there is a really famous church. I will show it to you just in a second. But also there is, I think, kind of like a beach where you can swim. Wouldn't really recommend swimming in this river, but still a really nice place for taking a walk. And also a huge statue of Taras Shevchenko, who's like the most famous Ukrainian author, I would say. The wind is crazy, but I'll show it to you just in a second. Just wait. Hey guys, I just came home from a meeting with my friends, and I was planning to come home like, I guess, an hour and a half earlier, but there were two reasons why I came this late. First of all, the gossip was just too good, so we talked about a lot of things, we caught up with some things in our life, and second of all, the attack on my city and on the whole region. So we were checking the channel which tells about these attacks, and there were a few quite serious missiles that were flying towards our city, so we decided to just kind of like wait a little bit and maybe even wait till the end of the attack and then go home. So yeah, that's how I ended up being at home this late. But there were a few things I wanted to talk about. I think a lot of people think that one of the scariest things, which is actually true, one of the scariest things about living in Ukraine is being scared of attacks. And I do agree with that. Everyone is scared of that. Everyone wants to, like be safe and actually live your life and not die. So, of course, everyone is scared of attacks, and it does make you turn on the survival mode more than actual life mode. So, basically, I think that's why life here is quite depressing for, I feel like, almost everyone. Like, it just feels so depressing to live in inflation, in war, in economic crisis, in social crisis, under attacks of missiles, drones, whatever is flying. And there's also one more thing, one more kind of factors that I wanted to tell you about. You might think that going to army and serving in army is such an honorable and brave position. It is true, but does everyone want to do it? It's been more than 4 years of war in Ukraine, full-scale war, I mean, and obviously everyone who actually wanted to go and serve in army already did it during the first year of war or even quicker. And imagine people are dying on the battlefield and the government needs replacement for those people, because if there is no army, then we just lose tomorrow. So basically we have a forced mobilization. What is happening for, I guess, most of men, especially young men, is that they're literally hiding. They are hiding at their home, maybe they're hiding at their relatives' home to make it more difficult to find them. Maybe they moved to some other region, which was easier to do before, because now for these young men and men in general, it is absolutely, I would say, impossible to actually move to another region, because in order to do that, you have to buy tickets to bus or train where you have to show your identity, which can kind of expose you to the officials who are looking for people to take to army. Or what is the bigger problem is that these officials, they actually go through different cities, towns, streets. Not only they come to the house and tell that the person who lives in this house, a man, has to go to army, and they not only give them the documents that tell that they have to go to army, but they just take this man in a violent way without their consent. And basically you could call it kind of kidnapping in a way. And that's what happens. That's not just like one case or something. That's what happens every single day, thousands of times. Because after this 4 years of full-scale war, like, just the best people already died. The best men already died in army. Everyone who could go to army already went. And now they're just looking for, like, others, like anyone who can just go to army and be kind of like human protection, because we literally don't have people. And that's why all these young men, especially, they are just hiding at home, being there all the time, trying to literally survive. Their youth is stolen, their dreams are stolen, and I can't even tell you how I feel about it, because all the sorrow and sadness and just anger that I feel about this war and like about people who suffer from this war is just insane. And this is so true for every other person. Like, we all are smiling most of the time. We are trying to live our life. But like this sorrow is just always in our heart. And honestly, I don't know if anything can be done about it. I guess the only thing that could be done is just the war ending and people who did terrible things getting the same terrible experiences back. You might say that revenge is a bad thing, but honestly, after all these years of war, I think that revenge is not a bad thing anymore. But yeah, I just wanted to, I guess, let you know about this reality a bit more. The fact that people here are just literally surviving, especially men, is so true. One more thing that I wanted to add is that these officials who take you to the army, they not only come to your home, but you can, for example, go to university, or you can be going to your work on the street, and a car can just like randomly stop near you, take you by force, and the next day you're in the army. But that is literally what is happening here, and officials don't think of it as a legal thing anymore, I guess. But this is actually one of the biggest problems of everyday life of Ukrainian people, men especially, or people who are eligible to go to army. Just wanted to give you a bit more of idea, I guess, of what is going on here. And if you have again any questions about something, if you want me to tell a little bit more about something, just tell me in the comments, because I'll be really happy to share more with you. Since it's kind of late, I'm gonna sleep now. And yeah, let's keep the fingers crossed that everything will be fine.